Hi there, how's it going? Are you good? Great, glad to hear it. What I've got here is a box I'm about to open up. And here it is. It's one of these boxes. Here's a bit of a clue, it's a box that isn't blurred. So, a couple of videos ago I was asking people to guess what might be in the box on the left. And if they guess correctly, their comment would be pinned, but nobody guessed. So anyway, let's get to opening that box on the right. Alright, so let's take a look and see what we have inside this box, even though it's sort of in the video's title anyway. And casual screaming. Slice, slice, slice. And you can already sort of see what it is. And there we have what we have in the box. Surprisingly enough, there's no stuffing inside this box, which is a bit weird. Stuffing helps absorb shock. Anyway, we've got this 2-pack. Deja vu, never hurt anybody, did it? But we also have this, which I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with, but we'll figure something out. All right, so let's take a quick look at these. These are LED floodlights, and they change colours and work with Google. So, you know, if you want something like this, this is what I use. I've had a bunch of people asking me what RGB lights I use, what floodlights I use, and these are what I use. These are 2 more. So I like them that much that I now have 4. So they work, which is good. I meant to say something else then. Hold on a second, let me put my brain in. Alright, so they're dimmable. They have a 120-degree angle of luminescence, and we also have an operating temperature of 40°C and -25, which is great because over here where I live, it reaches -25 very never. They have a quick starting time. Some lights take a while to start up, to get bright. These are pretty much instant. Not quite, I mean there's 500 milliseconds, which if you make music, that's quite a long time. But these are lights and you're not making music, so yeah. Also, you can switch them on and off more than 25,000 times. All right, so what I'll do is I'll take them out and I'll show you them. All right, so there we have the lights. Okay, so right here we have the antennas, and we also have the user guide. All right, so this right here is what they look like. There's one, and here we have the other one. Okay, so that comes down, and the antenna goes onto here. Now, as you can see, the power wire is going in through the bottom, and these aren't really meant to be stood like this. What you're actually meant to do is put these on a wall. So they go like this. But that's just how I have them. You could even do that. I mean, obviously it doesn't need to be a wall that you mount it to. It could be a piece of wood, but that's the way it's supposed to go. Anyway, going off of memory, what I'm going to do now is plug these in, and I'm going to switch this on and off. And I think that is the way you get them to connect to the network. So I'm going to switch this on and off now. All right, so there they are flashing. I actually had to look at them to see if they were flashing. All right, first I'm going to stop staring at them. And I've actually got the app on one of my phones somewhere. All right, so I've got the app on my phone. I'm going to confirm that the lights are blinking. Click next. And this should be done pretty soon. And now I can turn down the brightness on them or change the colour. All right, so I'm going to turn on the lights using Google. So don't say I didn't warn you. Also, the screen is going to be a little blurry, and I'm doing that on purpose. So, okay, Google, turn on the right light.
All right, turning on the right.
There we have the right light. Okay, Google, turn on light 2. There we have light 2.
Light 2 on.
Okay, Google, turn on light 1. Okay, Google, turn on the left light. Right, so there we have them. Okay, Google, turn the lights off. That there is the mouse mat and the mouse. Anyway, now let's go over to the other lights. Okay, so now we have these. Okay, so these are pretty much the same as the other ones, only these come with a remote control. They have preset modes, and also they work with music. So let's take a look and see what is inside. Power adapter, and we have some of these. I'm assuming these are going to hold it in place. Wow, that's a big remote control. I was expecting something a little smaller than that. This is the controller, and it also has a microphone, and then the lights themselves, and a bunch of stuff that's fallen out of the box. Okay, so here we have the things that fell out onto the floor. We've got, this is a card with some stuff inside it. That tells you to sweep the dust off the surface, tear the back sheet, press the strip with force, and fasten the strip with clips if applicable. Clips, that's them. And on the other side, it tells you how to cut the strip and what not to place it onto. And here we have a user guide and some sweets for the kids. Okay, so let's take a look at this and see how it is. Connect to this. This is the controller. Click. And then I'll plug this in. And then what I'm going to do is plug this into there. But before I do that, I'm going to turn this light off. Okay, that's a bit better. We're not in complete darkness, but we are more or less dark. Nice. They're actually pretty bright LEDs, to be honest. I wasn't expecting them to be this bright. Alright, so let's take a look at the remote control. Take that off. Off. On. Alright, so let's see what this does. Alright, okay, so that's brightness. Let's put it on max. Okay, so we have R and we have W. R is red. Oh, red. That makes sense. W is probably white. No, that's blue. But then again, daylight is kind of blue, so yeah. RGBW, blue. Green. Then we have, what else do we have? Yellow, blue. That is pink-ish. Then we have moonlight, or starlight or something. I'm pretty sure it's all listed right here. We have preset scenes, dynamic music modes, DIY color options. To be honest, there's quite a lot to play with. That's what she said. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, there's this right here that says, basically says don't cut the light strip because the part that gets cut won't work. And I've actually seen somebody leave a review on a light similar to this. What he did was he cut strips off and he stuck them to his wall here and there, just random pieces. And he was saying that the light strips aren't working. There are people out there that do this sort of thing. So don't go cutting off that section there and then sticking it to your wall and expect it to work, because it's not going to work. It needs to be connected. So that is basically what this is warning you about. I'm going to try to find that comment, but when I read it, I couldn't stop laughing. So we have this one. And we have this. And now what I'm going to do is see how it reacts to music. After I've done this music test, what I've got to do is find a place to stick this. I haven't planned a place to put it yet, but I'll try to find a place, and I might even cut some of these pieces off. If I do that, I'm going to have to join them. When I get around to doing that, I'll make another video and probably show you how I've joined these. That is, if I do that, because usually what you need are right angle connectors. They allow you to connect these at angles. Otherwise, this entire strip is going to be one straight line. So that there has a microphone on it, and we'll see how this works. All right, so we'll start off with number one.
MyStonerMind.
Let's try number two. Oh, it does it when I talk. Maybe I could just talk. Number 2. Number 3. Let's try number 4. That was my music playlist in the description. Also, we have 2 links. One link for this, one link for the floodlights. Yeah, I've still got to decide on where to put this. Not too sure, but I'll keep you informed and I'll try to do something else with the floodlights. I do use them now and then. I've already got 2 and now I've got to figure out a place to put this. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll catch you in the next one.